Hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? It's your boy, Couch Guy. Today, on this video, I want to show you my progress in this little top-down shooter game that I've been working on for the past couple of days. Nothing a whole lot has changed except now, I have little buddies right here. I'll name him Greg and Steve, and these guys are pretty dang cool. They're little allies. They kind of walk around. They're kind of the same thing as enemies, but the cool thing about these, if I drag one of my allies over here and play the scene again, you can see that now I have an ally that can shoot an enemy and an enemy that can shoot an ally, which is super freaking cool. And how I'm doing that, let's go over to the enemy. That now I have a AI node thing right here, and also a team node. So if we hop into the AI node, this is super weird and complicated, and it's something that I'm still really trying to learn about. But I have an enum thing right here, and it's called, and a little thing right here is a finite state machine. So basically, this state machine has two property things. I think that's what it's called, anyways. Called patrol and engage. We come down here to the physics process thing. We have the two states things and a whole bunch of code right here that basically boils down to it's how the enemy acts and reacts depending on if me or one of my allies enters into its detection zone. As you can see right here, that it's in area 2D. Go back to the AI here. And but the patrol state, it just basically, it's kind of like its default, like it's going to walk around and what have you in a random position and what have you. But the engage state is where things get really interesting. So if me or an ally enters in its area 2D, it's gonna do two things. It's gonna look towards us, and then it's gonna start firing at us. Which is see right here, the if target right here, and then it rotates, and then yeah, and then all this stuff right here. It's just more of the weapon, what person's in there, what team is in there, because we don't want the enemy to fire at the enemy team and what have you, and then we're controlling that through this team node right here, which is just another enum statement, but this one is a little more simpler. It just has two teams, the player team and the enemy team, and we're having that in an export variable. So when I come back to my enemy here, and then we go to team, we have this team export var. Then we can switch on and off to. So, and I can even add more to this too. So, like, say if I wanted like two different enemies, but these enemies are rivals or something like that, they can like fire at each other. They can like kill each other and stuff like that. And but also if I engage in them, they'll both start firing at us, which is really cool. Like this whole, like, I love learning about AI and like enemy control stuff and what have you. And it's like really cool and interesting, and I really want to learn more about this whole enum and like how to do different AIs and stuff like that. And speak and also I have a little ally dude right here, which, and also I think the coolest part is, so in this enemy thing, the allies basically copy pasted from the enemy, but since the enemy's code is like AI code is like not specific to any one thing. Because how I used to have it is that the enemy was very specific towards a player. Like this, see this var right here. It used to be player, var player thing player equals null, but now it's target. So that means since I've done that, that means instead of the enemy just looking for the player, now the enemy is just looking for target, and I can set the target to whatever team that the player is on. So now it will only look for a team. The target's only going to be looking for a team, and whatever team that's on, it's going to initialize all this stuff right here. So now that means I can have an ally like NPC and what have you, that will be that'll be on my team and stuff like that through this little team thing, which sounds complicated. It makes more sense in my head and what have you. It's probably not the best explanation of what's actually going on here, but like to me it's just like the coolest thing ever, and like I'm so excited to learn more about this. And if any of you guys know any more resources to where I can learn more about enums and AI and what have you, I would love to hear it in the comments below. But anyways, that'll be the end of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see anything else from me, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.